Alright, boys and girls of the YouTubes, welcome back to some more TRYNDAMERE top lane. I'm doing things a little differently this time. As you can see, I'm recording after... Wait, hold on. I'm commentating after recording the game. I played this last night, like 2 a.m. Really late. I didn't want to talk. I didn't want to have a camera or anything, so we got counterpicked by a Tahm Kench, and basically this game, I want to show how you can still win counterpick matchups, even like in really hard lanes. There's a few main things to know. One, you're not looking to fight in lane almost ever. You want to get good trades and you want to get grass pits, yada yada. I'm actually going to int really hard in this lane in a couple seconds, you'll see, and it kind of hardens my resolve of, okay, fuck it, just actually play right. Right here, I get the longest stun. I feel like it feels like forever. It's really not that bad in 1.5 seconds, but I die, I complain, we're not happy. But we bring this game back, and this is kind of showing how we do that. So you never look to fight while you're in lane. You're basically looking to shove waves, proxy, take jungle camps, and objectives. Basically just out-rotate your lane opponent. So I mute everyone here too, because I was like, look, I don't want to get tilted. I need to just play. And this wave is in a really bad spot for me. So that death is really, really bad. One, all I was able to do was buy 2 health pots, which is cool, I guess, but I'm losing so much more XP than him, so he's going to be an entire level and a half up on me. So I have to come back, and I have to try and shove this wave back under the turret. So we're off to a rough start. Also, I should probably say, I don't have my runes showing, so into most melee matchups as TRYNDAMERE, you're going to be running Grasp. So I have Grasp, Demolish, Second Wind, Revitalize, and then second tree is Legend Alacrity and Last Stand. So that's like almost always what you're going to be running into melee matchups. So I push the wave in, I finally get it under, and I start coming here. I was looking for a fight. I thought Warwick would maybe be starting on this scuttle as well, but now I see him bot side, so I know he's not. So now I'm just finishing the scuttle crab, which is fine because I'm not missing out on a whole lot topside. The wave's pushing back to me. Cancel an auto. Feels always amazing when you do that. But yeah, so I miss out on 3 minions of XP. So probably not worth it to get that scuttle crab. But I basically just don't want to get super harassed by this Tahm Kench while the wave's pushing to me. I auto here just to keep my fury up, make sure I stay in combat. Your fury starts to drop. I believe it's 8 seconds after leaving combat. So yeah, I had some time after he hit me with his Q, but I just want to make sure it doesn't fall. Yeah, so he's going to push this under, and we just have to deal with it. Now, the big thing here is he currently has a level advantage and a gold advantage. Big level advantage, but that gold advantage isn't going to be realized until he recalls. So if we're able to keep him in lane, it's good for us. Like, we don't have a good back right now. We have 600 gold. He's got at least 300 more gold than us, probably more. So we want to keep him in lane. Part of keeping him in lane here is by messing up his wave crash. So his wave doesn't get all the way under turret because we walked out and kind of kept it from getting a super clean crash. So this keeps him for at least another wave because he's going to have to stay and get some last hits on these guys. Make sure this next wave crashes under. We just kept him here. We get grass pits when we can. Again, we're not really looking to fight him. We just want to get, you know, our own scaling kind of thing. Like, the health doesn't really matter too much on TRYNDAMERE, but where you can get the damage, where you can get the advantage for yourself is obviously always good. So now we have to push this under, or else he can risk freezing it. So we're just harassing him. It's fine. But we're mostly going to look to try and push this wave under because he's not damaging it enough to freeze it, or to push it back towards us. So it's going to freeze. And we don't have a good back anyway. So we're just going to use our E to push the wave. Probably a bad spin, if I'm being honest. Yeah, because now we just get the XP for these, and the wave is going to catch again. We're in a bad spot. If Warwick were top, we would be a very easy kill, I think, for these two, because he's level 6 and I'm only level 5 still. So I'm very scared. I don't have my ult. We're just taking a grass pit. Again, nothing crazy. I get my level 6 on this minion though, so now I'm not too scared, and now I'm actually feeling kind of confident to like maybe go for a plate or go for a proxy. So I'm definitely going for a proxy here. I haven't watched this game since I played it, and that right there, that spin is really bad. So yes, it helps me proxy faster, and Warwick is at Dragon, so it's okay. But if, let's say Warwick were top, or this Tahm Kench decided, he said, fuck getting the CS, fuck getting the XP, and he came to fight me, and I'd used my spin like that, aggressively on the wave, I have no way of getting out except for Flash, and he still has Flash. So there's good ways to use Tryndamere's E with farming, and then really bad ways. That was probably a really bad one. Helping Graves with the grubs here, mostly because the wave up top is pushing back to me again. I'm in no real rush to get back there. I don't want to fight Tahm Kench. I get this plant so I can kind of sustain, and I just want to leave. I don't want to fight the Tahm Kench. I don't want to fight the Lux. I just want to get back to lane and collect this wave while it crashes under turret. Getting objectives is good. Grubs is good for any split pusher, right? So I'm Tryndamere, and this game especially kind of highlights it, where I'm going to be almost entirely in the side lanes. Not really going for team fights at all. There's a couple times I think I mess up. I go for team fights or something, and it doesn't really work out because that's not what I should be doing. But you'll get a huge advantage if you have grubs and you're a split pusher. You get so much gold from tier 2. Miss the cannon. You know, watching this, there's no real reason for me to miss that cannon. I just did. I'm sure I miss a lot. That's kind of my thing. So, again, Tahm Kench still hasn't backed, and neither have we. So, we're closing the XP gap. We're the same level for now. He's going to hit level 8 before us, but for now, we're not like, there it is. So we're not crazy oppressed by him. We cancel an auto, we spin, we mess that up. I'm using my Q here just to stay above half health. I'm not worried that Warwick's going to come gank me necessarily, but if I can keep him from getting a speed boost towards top side, it helps. I think, you know, keep him slower if I can. Especially if you're playing a champion like Tryndamere who can just do that. Like, you just go, oh, you know what? I'll be above half health now. Like, it's kind of funny. So we saw Warwick bot side. We're not too worried. We want to crash this under. He's going to try and kind of pull a cheeky little freeze. We let him. A mistake on our part for sure. So we have to finish this wave. We keep going for the harass. Again, he hasn't bought anything. So our death earlier hasn't made an impact yet at all. Neither of us has recalled. So I'm going to get a plate here. He W's on me aggressively. So I can actually just kind of leave. So we get the little spin damage. Now, I should have just grabbed the plate and instantly left. The stopping and hitting him and spinning and then walking back, whatever the fuck that was a mistake. I should just recall immediately. I'm going to sell my Doran shield and I'm going to buy boots. So I get Tiamat and boots on my first back. Tahm Kench almost always right now goes for Heartsteel. So we're fairly certain he's not going to finish Heartsteel. If anything, he'll get tabbies and some health, which is still a problem, but at least we'll be equal on speed. So we take a reset there because the wave's going to push back and we know he has to teleport. So he teleported back to lane, get that out of the way, and we made it back without missing too much. We missed 3 minions of XP. Again, we're already behind. It's not the end of the game. In fact, if I'm looking at what he bought here, he didn't even get tabbies, and he's just got a lot of health. So I'm faster than him. Doesn't have any armor. And Graves is pathing towards top. So this is definitely an easy kill that we can get here. So I'm trying to get my Fury up here. I'm probably going to miss this cannon. I missed the cannon. Oh my god. I think I remember that. I ghost here because I'm just going to run him down. There's his flash. He's going to W away. And we just stick on him. Just keep following him around. Even if he ults me, I still have R. I pressed mine as soon as he pressed his as well. The thing with Tahm Kench R. So as Tryndamere, you can ult whenever you want. So you can ult inside of his ult while it's doing ticking damage to you. So I decided to recall here and give up that plate. Even though the plate's only one auto attack, I saw the Warwick running from bot towards mid. And now I realize I would have been fine, but he could have easily, with the speed boost he'd get from my low health, just made it to top lane and just fucked my face with no counterplay. So I opt to just recall, have a decent tempo, give up the 125 gold. It's fine. It wouldn't have bought me anything immediately anyway. It wouldn't have even bought... I mean, I guess it would have bought me another longsword, right? Instead of that moat. But we're fine. So we're going to help our Graves get these grubs. We know Warwick is still hanging around bot side. He's probably just going for the dragon soon. Or he reset. But either way, we're here first. So we can help get these real quick. Even if a fight does break out, we can try to leave. I do not want to fight right now. I have no ult. And no ghost. So I have flash and that's it. But I really have to catch this wave. So Graves uses his ghost blade trying to fight. I do not want to fight. I just want to get my CS and push. But he is helping in that he's kind of distracting this Tahm Kench. I'm pinging him off, but he's just going for an invade. And here, I think the Tahm Kench makes a huge mistake. Instead of coming and getting this wave under tower, he's following the Graves. He's keeping him out of the camps. Like, no. He should just give up his jungler's camps, and he should come get his CS and XP top. Sure, he gets Graves flash. That's cool. Now he has to walk back up here and try to stop me. And I've got Warwick and Lux coming, so I'm telling Graves to fuck off because he has a much lower chance of living than I do. Because I have spin, I have flash. Just flash the Lux's snare, and I'm pretty much safe. The Warwick can chase me down, but his W ran out. So we go for a reset here. We got the first blood turret, I think. Yeah, so we got first blood turret. We get all the plates. Get a bunch of those little haste things. I think those embers are actually pretty OP. And we've got our Hydra. We've got our first item. And as we get back to lane here, Tahm Kench still doesn't have an item. So we had a really bad death to start this game. And by bad, I mean not just that I died. I have no teleport and the wave was pushing away from me hard. I lost a level and a half of XP. But through just farming and good timings on my resets, I've been able to actually basically catch back up with this Tahm Kench. I'm almost level 10. And he'll be level 11 before me still, but he doesn't even have an item yet. So we're going to clear this wave really quick because we have Hydra, and Hydra is so good. It is insanely good. The amount of sustain a character like TRYNDAMERE gets off of the Hydra is honestly, this might be a little egregious to say. It's almost on par with like Mundo sustain with Warmogs. Like Mundo Warmogs is better, sure. But look at this. Look at that on use. I just healed like, I don't know, it was like 20% health. I mess up here. I'm being way too aggressive. I get my ult forced out of me. He still has his ult. So I have to run away. And I could maybe get away from him if Warwick doesn't show up. But we made a bad play. We were way too aggressive against him when he had ult. Yeah, I think the play there is to play slow. You hear that a lot, but basically I'd be going for grasp procs, and that's pretty much it. And not crazy smacking the wave. I'd just be hanging out, making him use his mana, and just waiting. So, played it fast, and I lost. At first I go for the cloak here, and I very quickly decide, fuck that, I'm going to go for double dagger. In most cases, as TRYNDAMERE, I prefer just flat stats over crit. And also this Alistar, that's bait. Let him live. I'm much better off getting my butt back to lane, collecting as much farm and CS as I can. And then I am just chasing an Alistar who will give me maybe 300 gold. Probably 300 gold. I think they're ahead down bot lane. But he'll give me 300 gold. That's like a wave and a half. Like 2 waves. And this is way more XP. So don't go for that. And then also, like I was saying with the double dagger, I'd rather have the guaranteed increased attack speed. I didn't see that ward. Really? That felt so obvious. I must have been looking at the map. Bad player. Yeah, the crit chance, like I'm already at 50%. 65, well, yes, 65 greater than 50. It's not 100%. So why get that when I have 100% guaranteed plus 24% attack speed? Or is it 10% each now? Whatever it is. I remember this. I go for the scuttle. I see the ward in the Baron pit. And I'm like, okay, I can kill this crab first. And then I'll go get that ward. And then I fuck up my spin. How? It's like the easiest spin. Oh my god. So I missed the ward. Top diff. That's all I can say. Fucking sad. Yeah, he starts forcing this Baron, or sorry, this Herald. I really don't like doing this. I don't want to do this. I know that their Alistar's missing. I know Warwick's missing. I see Alistar and Warwick mid. They see us, obviously, because I didn't clear that ward. Maybe if I cleared that ward, they wouldn't come check. It's a bad spot. Alistar pushes me out. Tahm Kench is here. Luckily, Tahm Kench misses his Q, so I'm able to spin out. And now we can actually look to fight. So Malzahar's here. He ults. We try to help. I'm going to keep going for this Warwick. And this is another mistake. The way I go for this Alistar, he knocks me away, and I still run back after him is a huge mistake. Look at my pathing. I should have gone for this Tahm Kench from the start. As soon as Warwick died, Tahm Kench. He does way more damage, and he's less bulky right now than the Alistar. Alistar has his ult if he needs, and Tahm Kench is built so far mostly just like health. And I think Merc Treads is what he goes this game, which is a fucking horrible idea. He's against a Graves, a Vayne, and a Tryndamere. You go tabbies 100% of the time. I don't give a fuck who their support or mid lane is. You're laning against a Tryndamere, and there's a Vayne who's like your nemesis in terms of like they just counter you. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Point being, Tahm Kench. I forgot what I was talking about. Tahm Kench is a much better kill target there than Alistar. It's a waste of time. And I think I remind myself that later, and I ignore the Alistar in a few situations. I just go, no, I'm not doing this. Yeah, so I knew I wasn't going to be able to get the turret, so instead I opt for taking camps. This kind of works twofold. One, I get gold and XP for doing it. Two, I'm taking it away from their jungler. And right now, their jungler is their carry. Warwick has the most gold on their team. He's got 10 kills. So the more I can handicap him, the better. I see they're fighting at Dragon. I'm not going to get there in time. It doesn't matter. So I'm just going to push this turret and look to get some more gold for myself. I see our team lost the fight. There's 3 deaths. They're going to come collapse on me because they already finished Dragon. And this is the way I really love to play Tryndamere, is really greedy. Usually it doesn't work out. Usually I end up dying. But playing Tryndamere greedy is the way I like to play. So I am autoing there just to get my spin reset. This plant's up, so I'm able to just get away. And this plant will bring me back above half health. So I don't have to worry about the Warwick speed. But I am worried he's going to chase me anyway. I take a safer back here, but I'm up pretty decently actually against my lane opponent. I'm at 160 CS, which is decent, you know, considering the start. I tell my team winnable, and you know what? I don't know if that's helpful or not. I don't know if that's just going to tilt them or piss them off, but I just know if I'm able to get pressure and I'm able to get objectives, we can definitely win this. Even if our team loses every fight, maybe not Soul, or like if it comes down to Elder Dragon, maybe not an Elder Dragon fight. You lose that, it's over. But until then, there's a lot of gold on the map. I've got 2 tier 2 turrets I can go for. That's 1,400 gold almost, 1,350. And tier 3 turrets and waves. There's so much gold in laning that it's actually crazy. Like, everyone wants kills, and a lot of champions work well off of kills, and also you're taking someone off the map. That's the real value of it late game, not the 300 gold. So I look here to join a team fight. I should have stopped right here, just backed off. As soon as I saw the Vel'Koz was getting picked, he got ulted by the Warwick. He's so fucking dead. I should have left. So I'm forced to ult. I use some autos to get my spin back. I'm able to get away. You shouldn't live that fight. I should be dead. That's, if this were not plat, which by the way this is platinum, I should definitely be dead there. So it is what it is. We just reset, and now again we're going to look to be in the side lane. We don't get a purchase or anything here, but we bring our health back up. I could have just started running back to lane, but again, it's because of that Warwick jungle. I know his passive, and giving him movement speed everywhere is awful. So, I think getting this blue buff is a mistake as well. I think it takes way too long, and I should be at top lane by now. Because everyone's down bot or mid fighting. Tom Kench is mid. I saw 2 or 3 bot. There's 2 bot. 3 bot. So, oh, sorry. There's all 4 bot. Their entire team is mid/bot. I should have been in this top lane so much sooner. So that's a mistake. That's a slow play going for the blue buff. There's no real point for it. Like, I got however much gold from it. I don't even need the CDR. Anyway. We get the tier 2 anyway, because they're staying down there and they're getting turrets of their own. But we get ourselves 700 gold. We do not beat this Warwick. Especially not without our ult back yet. So we choose to just Q, Ghost, and try to run away from him. He's going to be real fast. We have to bait out this Q first, so we ult. And then we spin away. Because he already uses ult on us, so we know he doesn't have it to chase over the wall. And so we're still afraid of him chasing us. So we go for a really far recall. And we see him mid, and we go, okay. Good enough. We can just recall here. Grab a BF sword. And then that's really it. But hey. And then we're going to go bot. So we got the tier 2 top side. There's no real point in us going top side anymore. So we're going to go bot. And we're going to look for the tier 2 bot side. It's another 700 gold. And all the hundreds of gold from the waves on the way there. And also it's like, there's not a set rule for this, but if you're a split pusher, like you're a split pushing champion, like you're TRYNDAMERE or you're Garen or whatever, if you can split on the opposite side of objectives and have good timing, like pressure timing, meaning you are already more than halfway down the lane, like you're on their side of the map while they're about to start fighting for an objective, it's very advantageous. You're on the other side of the map. Tom Kench just uses teleport. You can get a lot done. But we do look to join a team fight here. We find the Jhin. He has to flash. Malzahar ult here I think is a mistake. Again, I'm not even going for the Alistar. I'm just going to hit this guy, the Tom Kench. And then as soon as I think I can get some connection on the Lux, I go for it. She flashes. I keep chasing her. We get 2 autos, which gives us our spin back pretty much. And we're just going to chase her down. And I think we just go for it. Yeah. She's sad. I'd be very sad. And look at that ravenous healing. Oh. Mwah. We didn't even use the on use. That just saved us. Like just autoing the wave. And since we were there, we just get 700 gold for the tier 2. That spin over the wall was a mistake. I should have just recalled immediately. Warwick's up. His W's up. He can chase us. So, small mistake. But, you know, be faster about recalling. There's no reason for me to stay. Now, going top here, I think is correct, even with the Malzahar ahead of me here. It's kind of like trying to bully him out of the lane. I don't really care if he gets the CS or not. I just want to push this wave out. Bot lane is too overextended for me to really get there and make a difference yet until they push it to us. And everyone else just reset. So Warwick and everyone is kind of hovering around mid. And Warwick gets caught out here. So we get a free kill. And then we probably just look to push waves again. Waves and then Baron would definitely be the call. We get our slow on him. He's just dead. And now what we should do is not chase. And we should push the mid wave. Which is, okay, yeah, exactly what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to say wave. And then I want to go top at first. But I think about my team a little bit. And it's just like I'm kind of the DPS. So I should DPS Baron with them. So we actually kill it fast enough. Vayne, while she does a lot of damage, she's pretty behind this whole game. Graves is fine. And Vel'Koz does damage, but it helps making it faster. So then I finish this and I go immediately to the... Oh. That's right. So I was scared about Warwick's passive. I was scared of him chasing me down when I'm trying to recall. But look, he ended up going bot lane. Oh, I could have done so much more. They get 2 free kills on us. Looks like they're probably going to get 3. Malzahar's probably dead. So it's good that I recalled. I keep Baron buff, and so does Vel'Koz. At least we have 2 of the 5. But that just emphasizes more my the necessity for me to be in a side lane and get use out of this Baron buff that now only 2 of us have. So I'm going to look to come push mid real quick and then go top. And I remember I hit this trap on purpose just to get it out of the way. So it doesn't push our wave at all. And then I rotate top. And this is what I'm talking about with TRYNDAMERE being so good at out-rotating most people, besides like Quinn and maybe a few others. But like Garen, really good split pusher. Really good. He's good at fighting too. He's fine. I would argue TRYNDAMERE is better at split pushing just because of your spin being able to get you from lane to lane really fast. Like, yes, Garen gets his Q, which is very helpful, but I can negate an entire wall obstacle. Warwick's W goes off on me, so I know he's closer to me than anybody else, which is why I'm pinging. And I'm not looking to fight him, just looking to take his camps away as much as I can. Again, not looking to fight. I'm just bouncing back and forth. I saw him with my W, and I still face check. If this were higher elo, that's a pick. 100%. I'm dead, or at least forcing ult and ghost. I skipped the Krugs here because I need to get lane pressure. Because I'm just bouncing back and forth between top and mid, top and mid. Wherever they come answer, I go to the other lane. And then just swap. They give me a free tier 3. They're coming to answer me now. I'm going to push the wave. I'm not going to use my spin inward because then I'm probably dead. And they're coming for me, so I just ghost. I don't know what that juke was, but they're not coordinated at all. Alistair W's me away from Tom Kench's his own W. And I'm just buying time for my team. Like, I'm not in any real danger here at all. I still have my ult. Just kind of walk away. And I need to get back to the wave, though. Like, the fight's still going on. We get a pick on the Warwick, who, again, is their carry. So, I'm just looking to get pressure again. I want to get this inhibitor. And I want to leave. I remember being here and being like, okay, I can get the inhib, maybe a turret, and then I really have to recall. Because everyone right now is back in their base healing, and then they're going to come right back down. So we get the turret, and I know we need to leave. But here's the thing. You're almost never going to actually finish the game here. Warwick reses in 10. I'm trying to say we need to reset. They get a little bit greedy, and they end up... I remember my team ends up dying here, and I'm kind of hanging out. I shouldn't be hanging out. I should have just recalled. But here's the thing. Here's what's going through my mind here is if they die, that's soul, and they're dying. So I really, really don't want to give up soul. So I'm going to keep pushing this wave, even though my team just died. So I'm trying to be annoying, trying to keep someone here. And then once I realize who's staying to answer me, while Warwick and most of the team go to Dragon, I come back in. So it's just Lux right now that I see who's back at base, while presumably the other 4 are going to Dragon. So she uses her snare, so I just flash on her, and we get the kill. And now we look to get, we get snared by Jhin, so Jhin has to come back for us. We're just going for the turret. I love this. Ready? We lose the fucking demolish hit. Like, right there, because the minion buff went away. He flashes, kills us. We're just dead as fuck. But they only were able to have Alistair and Warwick at Dragon. They won the 2v2. And so we keep them from getting soul. And we took triple inhib. And it's an open nexus. So it's pretty game over at this point. But you could argue, I guess, that my death there was a little bit of an int. Because all I got was a turret and Jin's flash. But what are they going to do? They can't leave their base. They can't get soul. Sorry, pardon me. And it's pretty much just over. So I'm pretty sure my team just comes in and ends while I'm dead. And yeah, like look at my KDA. I have 3 kills and 3 deaths. It's like I barely played the game, but I have 270 CS. And I got a lot of turrets. And that's kind of how you're going to win a lot of games with TRYNDAMERE just in general, just on a split pushing champion, but especially in a lane matchup where you just don't win for the most part. Like Tom Kench, you don't win that lane. Like this guy counterpicked me pretty good. But thank you guys for watching. I hope this was helpful or insightful in any way. Usually I commentate while I'm playing, but I get distracted and I don't think I play as well when I do that. So if you guys like this, please let me know. Like the video if you did. And also, if you're still here, which I know it's a long video, so if you're still here, I really appreciate it. But also, if you would subscribe or consider subscribing, I'd really appreciate it. It helps me a lot. I love doing this. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you next time. Thank you.